Okay, I pressed the button when I shouldn't have, leaned on the wrong thing, so now we've got to do it in 2 lots today, which is no drama. Okay, we're up to Leo. And Leo again pulls the fertility card. There's a lot of fertility around today. This is a day of growth. It's a day where things can be moved forward. It's also a day of conception. But it's a day of attending to things as well. Now, Virgo, you have to attend to things, but you need to attend to your stuff. You don't need to attend to everybody else's stuff. It's basically, let them get on with it. Let other people deal with their crap and you deal with yours. But it's a joyous time. It's like, yeah, I can see how things are happening. I can see new beginnings. I can see directions happening here. And you will be able to. It's like, but you've got to be kind to yourself now. Like when you're pregnant, you sort of indulge yourself. So this is a time for a little bit of indulgence. No, I don't mean £10 of chocolate. I mean a little bit of indulgence to make yourself feel good and to have that strength about yourself. Librans are in a little bit of a bind area today. Librans, bless your hearts. You tend to tie yourselves in knots over absolutely nothing. You have the big drama, the big shout and the scream, and you're going to turn around and go, oops, oh my God, that wasn't such a big thing, and now I've got everybody offside. So, darling, Librans, think a little today. And if things aren't working the way that you need them to be, then you need to have a look. You need to have a look at what you're possibly doing to put the brakes on things. Nobody can come through and give you what you want or lift you up or do anything for you unless you ask. Libran, you get yourself so tied up in emotions and what if they think this and what if they think that? Well, what if they do? What difference is it going to make to you? In the long run, not a whole lot. Understand that what's happening now is not going to mean a blessed thing in 5 years, or even in 2 years, or even this time next year, hun. So just step out of the space you put yourself in and move on. Now, next to Libra, we have the Scorpios of the universe. Scorpios have been through a little bit of a shaky, rough time lately, but it's getting to the space where they're moving out of that stuck position, moving into the energy of the Queen of Pentacles. This is like, yes, look back on the past, learn from the past, learn what did work and what did not work. It's about remembering. This time now is about looking into the past and remembering, not looking with regret and like, oh God, it could have, should have. Like, forget that. Could have, should have, not going to fix a blessed thing. What you need to do now is look back and remember what worked. Remember what worked. Remember the good times. Remember the joy. Remember the happiness. This is what's going to take you to the next step, is remembering how good things were and how good you felt and how great it was. That will remind you how you got there. It'll remind you how to take the next step in the now. It's about remembering all of the good things. We've got selective memory sometimes, and when things aren't going so good, we tend to dwell on the hard bits, and we tend to dwell on the could haves, the should haves, the maybes. Well, dump the maybes, hun. Time to move on. And last but definitely not least, we have Sagittarian. Sagis are going through major transformation at this time. Their lives are becoming into sometimes a direct contrast, but direct contrasts are good because they force growth. Sag is so laid back at this last couple of months. They could, yep, just cruising. Well, hello, the cruise is over. You're off cruise control, you're on your own basically. You've got to make choices, you've got to make decisions, and you've got to get your lifestyle up and running. However, there is a lot of support around for you to do exactly that. The energies now are black and white. They're like, you do this, sunshine, this is going to happen. You do this, and oh wow, it's going to happen. So it's like listening. Absolutely like listening, but it's about discernment as well. Discerning about who you really are, where you really want to be, and then basically making it happen. Because the Sagittarius of the universe can and do make things happen. The only thing is they've just got this wondrous lazy streak where all they want to do is basically the horses. They want to sit and graze in the paddock and just meander along. Well, time for exercise, sunshine, because you're going to turn into a racehorse and everything's going to just charge along, whether you're ready for it or not. So you can either get into shape, deal with it, get things motivated, or be just blessed dragged along. Okay? So now take it easy, huns, and have a great day. I'll come back to you tomorrow or the next day, depending on the work schedule. Until then, you can catch me on www.gypsymaggierose.com. Take care. Bye-bye.